Hello, and thank you for visiting Black Hair and Nail Academy for your education purposes. My name is Deanna Lewis, and I am the CEO and operator of Black Hair and Nail Academy, also known as Beautiful Life and Culture. Through the series of slides, I will be going over the New Jersey State Board rules and regulations and compliance issues that you need to comply with in order to perform services on individuals in the state of New Jersey. I look forward to educating you on this topic and really sincerely appreciate your patronization. Thank you again, and God bless. Let's get going. The State Board of Cosmetology and the Barbering Board have been combined. The combined board is now the New Jersey Board of Cosmetology and Hairstyling. The board falls under the Division of Consumer Affairs. Inspectors for salons, schools, and violations fall under the Department of Law and Public Safety. The board consists of 11 members who are residents of the state and appointed by the governor with the advice and the consent of the Senate. 3 shall be public members, 1 shall be a state executive department member, and 6 shall hold a practicing license issued by the board and have been engaged in the practice of cosmetology and hairstyling or barbering for at least 5 years before their appointments. The remaining appointed members shall hold a teacher's license and have been engaged in teaching or shall have been involved in the conduct of a licensed school of cosmetology for at least 5 years prior before appointment or being appointed. The governor shall appoint each member for a term of 3 years. No member of the board may serve more than 2 sessions or 2 session terms. In addition to any expired term to which he or she has been appointed, the board shall meet 6 times yearly and may hold additional meetings as necessary. Shop licenses. A shop licensed by the board shall employ at least one experienced practicing licensee to generate and oversee the management of the shop. The EPL shall hold a beautician, barber, or cosmetology license and have a minimum of 3 years' experience in order to manage a salon. Manicure shops shall employ an EPL holding a manicure license and has a minimum of 3 years of experience as a manicurist. Skincare specialty services shall employ an EPL, holds a skincare license, and has a minimum also of 3 years experience as a skincare specialist. The person intending to open a shop shall write to the State Board for the rules and regulations as followed. Make an application to the board demonstrating the physical premises and the operation of the shop and that it will meet the minimum requirements criteria established by the board. have an inspection of their shop, pay a fee required by the board, employ an EPL with the required experience. Any change of name or address must be sent to the State Board in the form of a letter. Physical requirements for shops applying for initial shop license. All licensed premises shall contain not less than 350 square feet of space. An additional 50 square feet of space shall be provided for every workstation over 2 people working in the salon. So, briefly, I just want to reiterate that your minimum square footage is 350 for 2 people to work. An additional space, if you wanted one more person to work in the shop, your minimum square footage would be 400 square feet, and so forth. Also, you need one laboratory with a toilet, hand washing facilities with a door, at least one shampoo basin. It has to have hot and cold running water, a reclining chair, a dry sterilizer for each station, a wet sterilizer for each station, a closed container for clean linen, a closed container for soiled linens, a hair drying facility. A dispensary, a dispensary for holding supplies, also such equipment as necessary to provide those services offered by the shop in a safe and sanitary manner. The shop shall display a permanent sign indicating the name of the shop clearly visible to the public from the exterior of the shop. One ultrasonic unit, cleaning for metal implements and tools, a practitioner license. Applicants for all licenses must be of good moral character, at least 17 years of age, demonstrate completion of a high school diploma or its equivalent, be free of any communicable, contagious, or infectious disease. An applicant seeking a cosmetology and hairstyling license must meet all the above requirements, demonstrate the completion of 1,200 hours of instruction in a licensed school by the state of New Jersey. Take and pass your examinations conducted by the Board of Cosmetology and Hairstyling. An applicant seeking a beautician license must meet all of the above requirements, demonstrate the completion of 1,100 hours of instruction in a licensed school, take and pass your examinations conducted by the Board of Cosmetology and Hairstyling. An applicant seeking a barber license must meet all of the above requirements, demonstrate completion of 900 hours of instructions in a licensed school, take and pass examinations conducted by the board. An applicant seeking a skincare license must meet all the above requirements and also demonstrate the completion of 600 hours of instructions in a licensed school. You must take and pass your examinations conducted by the board. An applicant seeking a manicure license must meet all of the same requirements above. Demonstrate completion of 300 hours for nails and pass all licensing required by the board. An applicant seeking a hair braiding license must meet all of the above requirements, demonstrate the completion of 40 hours with experience, 50 hours with no experience of instruction in a licensed school, take and pass the examination conducted by the board. An applicant seeking a teacher's license must be of good moral character, be 18 years of age, be free of communicable, contagious, or infectious diseases, demonstrate completion of a high school diploma or its equivalent, demonstrate the completion of 500 hours of instructions in a licensed school, demonstrate completion of 30 hours methods of teaching course, hold a license in cosmetology and hairstyling with a minimum of 30 hours per week for 6 consecutive months of experience in a licensed shop. Take and pass examinations given by the board. License All licensees must be displayed in a conspicuous place in public view. All licenses must be signed and have a current photo attached to become valid. A lost license, restoration. Licensees must secure a duplicate replacement by appearing in person at the board office with the following: two forms of identification, the required fee, a notarized affidavit indicating the circumstances under which the license was lost or destroyed. Student. A student registered in a licensed school must submit the application form 3 times by online for the student registration and a student permit. Upon registration into school, you do not need a doctor's signature. It is not required. Number 2, upon accumulation of 600 hours in a cosmetology, hairstyling, beautician for 550 hours, barbering for 450 hours, 300 hours in skincare, 150 hours in manicuring, a doctor's signature is required. A student permit is only valid while the student is attending school. It allows the student to be employed in a licensed shop any hours that the student is not registered in school. The student may perform all services on paying clients. The student permit shall expire upon graduation or termination of the course of cosmetology or beautician, barbering, or manicuring. Upon completion and to apply for their examination, a doctor's signature will be required for the second time. Students who are at 960 hours for cosmetology and hairstyling, 880 hours for beautician, 720 hours for barbering, 480 hours for skincare, 240 hours for manicuring, 500 hours for student teacher in the licensed school are eligible to register for their written exam with Prometrics. Upon passing the written exam and completing the rest of the required hours, the student shall submit proper paperwork and fees for their practical examination. Temporary permit and initial license to the board. This permit allows the student to engage in the practice while the applicant is seeking licensure. The permit shall remain valid for a period of 120 days and shall expire upon receipt of the newly issued license. Only one temporary permit shall be issued. Practitioners. All practitioners must wash their hands or use a waterless hand sanitizing agent before and after servicing patrons, eating, and after handling of chemicals. All practitioners shall be attired in clean outer garments. All practitioners shall utilize safe practice techniques and follow the manufacturer's instructions when utilizing any chemical preparations. The holder of a shop license shall ensure that the manufacturer's written recommendation for use are readily available to all practitioners. A copy of the most current safety data SDS for each hazardous chemical is stored in a binder and available to all shop staff in the board or its authorized representatives. Smoking shall be prohibited in all areas of a licensed shop. Notification of change of address. Licensee shall notify the board in writing of any change from their address currently registered with the board and shown on their most recently issued certificate. Such notice shall be sent to the board no later than 30 days following the change of address. Student registration fee is $5. Student permit, $5. Written examination with Prometrics, $53. This has been updated for 2024. Temporary permit, $20. Practical examination fee, $50. Initial license fee, 2 years. Every 2 years is $90. And if you fall within a year, it's half of the 90, which would be 45. Shop license application fee, $250. Shop license initial fee every 2 years is $200. Shop license initial fee if you fall in 1 year of that 2-year period would be $100. School license application is $250. The initial fee for 2 years is $250, and if you fall again in a year within that, it would be $150. License initial fee for 1 year is $150. License renewal fee is $90. Shop license renewal fee is $200. School license renewal fee is $300. There's a late fee of $30. Initial duplication fee is $50. Reinstatement fee is $50. Change of address or corporation status is $50. Verification of your license is $25. Sanitizing implements and tools. All licensees shall sanitize all implements and tools by cleaning them thoroughly with warm water and an alkaline mild detergent to remove any soil, blood, or foreign material with a chemical disinfectant registered by the EPA as labeled being tuberculocidal, or processing all implements and tools in an autoclave registered by the FDA, allowing the tools to dry and store in a clean drawer. Emery boards must be discarded after each use. All containers shall be labeled and the content easily identified. Disposal of liquid waste is performed following instructions on the product labeling or the material safety data sheet. Manicure and skincare. All reusable implements and tools shall be sanitized in an enzyme solution as per soaked before cleaning, then placed directly into the ultrasonic unit for a 10-minute cycle. The water and cleaner solution of the ultrasonic unit should be changed whenever visibly soiled, or at least minimum daily, with 70% isopropyl alcohol. Each time the chamber of the unit is filled with water, it should be degassed to remove air bubbles for 5 to 10 minutes. The implements shall be rinsed, dried, and placed directly into a chemical disinfectant registered by the Environmental Protection Agency and labeled as being tuberculocidal for a contact time as specified on the product label, or into an autoclave that is registered with the Federal Food and Drug Administration, and the implements shall be rinsed, dried, and stored in a clean drawer. All shops offering pedicure services shall ensure that the pedicure tub, bath are cleaned consistently with a cleaning procedures between each client. Brushing the interior surface of the tub with a mild detergent to remove surface debris and residue, salt, and oils. Draining, rinsing, and wiping the tub dry with a disposable paper towel, spray with a chemical disinfectant, or apply a bleach wipe at a 6% concentration of sodium hypochlorite. At the end of the day, remove, clean, and disinfect the screen, filter, and any removable parts. Wash the basin with sodium hypochlorite solution, which is a bleach water solution. A disinfectant log shall include, at a minimum, the date, the tub number, and the name of the person disinfecting the equipment. The log shall be posted in a location visible to all patrons. Also, ensure a 2 microns filter is installed on the incoming water line to fill the pedicure tub. The date of the installation shall be marked on the filter and shall be changed according to the manufacturer's recommendations. Prohibited products. No licensee, licensed premises, or school of cosmetology shall utilize any products that contain methyl methacrylate monomers, MMA. Any violation of MMA constitute a deviation from the normal standards of practice. Styptic pencils are not permitted in the salons because they cannot be sanitized. Powdered or liquid alum is acceptable. Prohibited practices. A practitioner shall not offer to use a credo blade, skin scraper, lancet, or other comparable implements. We must not perform or offer to perform massaging, cleaning, or stimulating the skin with or without cosmetics, hand, mechanical, or electrical appliances below the stratum corneum, affecting the living cells of the epidermis. A practitioner shall not perform to offer to perform tint eyebrows, lashes, or other facial hairs by use of product containing aniline derivative tints. A practitioner shall not perform or offer to perform ear candling services, placing a manufactured or handmade funnel tube, candle, or any device in the ear for cleaning or treatment of the ear or the inner ear canal. A practitioner shall not perform or offer to perform any services that claim to cure or remedies any diseases or illnesses. A practitioner shall not perform or offer to perform such services as laser hair removal, injections, Botox, and similar medications for skin enhancement or collagen production, skin enhancement or collagen production, or utilize any medical device to perform services within the definition of cosmetology. A practitioner shall not perform to offer to perform the removal of skin tag, teeth whitening, or any other services related to beautification of the teeth, or perform permanent cosmetics, application, tattooing, permanent makeup, or perform body piercing, puncturing, or penetrating any part of a person's body with the needle or other implements to insert jewelry except piercing of the earlobe using a pre sterilized, single use stud or clamps ear piercing system. A practitioner shall not provide or offer to provide fish pedicures. Limitation of business activities within a licensed shop. The holder of a cosmetology license shall engage in any business activities within the salon except auxiliary beautification services in the sales of merchandise. Auxiliary services in a licensed shop, electrolysis for the removal of superfluous hair must be performed by electrologist who has been licensed by the electrologist of the advisory committee. Tanning beds must be operated consistent with the Department of Health and Senior Services. Massage services such as shiatsu, chiropractic, or sports massage therapy, which do not fall within the definition of cosmetology, are offered services that shall be performed by a massage therapist certified by Massage, Bodywork, and Somatic Therapy Examination Committee. Animals and pets. The holder of a shop license shall not permit any animals or pets in a licensed premises. This prohibition shall not apply to trained guard dogs or dogs in training or guide dogs for disabled, sightless, or hearing impaired, consistent with the requirements of the law against discrimination. Violations. Any person who engages in any conduct in violation of the act or regulation administered by the board shall, in addition to any other sanctions be liable to a penalty of no more than $10,000 for the first violation and no more than $20,000 for the second and each subsequent violation. This has been revised in March of 2021. Licensure timeline. Take Prometrics and pass. This can be done as a late hour senior, like 960 hours up until post grad. Graduate with all school requirements met, including payments, hours, and testing of your written. Complete your state board packet, including documents, checks, Prometric results. The Student Services Office will assist you with these procedures. Number 4, submit the package to the State Board using a track and shipping method, USPS priority mail, to ensure nothing is lost. Then you would wait, number 5, 4 to 6 weeks, and a temporary permit will be issued and mailed to your home. The school does not receive this. I repeat, your temporary permit will be mailed to your home, not the school. Permit in hand, boom, get a job. Work for a minimum of 30 days at that job under the supervision of the EPL, a licensed EPL, at a licensed shop. Very important, people. And I'm repeating this because a lot of people go into these shops not checking things out thoroughly. And the EPL is the person that's registered at the state board as the manager of the shop. It cannot be the owner if they're not the EPL. You have to do the 30 days and meet requirements in order for your attestation paperwork to be signed. But if the wrong person signs it and they're not the EPL, this will delay your process. Number 7, turn in your attestation to the link above, signed by the parties, completed in its entirety. In about 6 to 8 weeks, may take a little longer, your permanent license should follow to your home. Most schools submit all of this for you. So it's not something you have to do. The school can do it for you. COVID-19 addendum. So the temporary permits are valid for a term of 1 year. The student must still take and pass the written Prometrics exam, and you must pass with at least a 75%. Graduates must secure employment for a minimum of 30 days. The EPL in the salon, spa where the employment is held, will be responsible for measuring the competency of the candidate in all the areas of the licensure for which they are seeking: cosmetology, skincare, or manicuring. So you have to follow these procedures exactly in its entirety, so that your permanent license do not be held up. The EPL must sign and date an attestation paper, which is found on the New Jersey Board of Cosmetology website. The attestation paperwork must then be returned to the New Jersey State Board of Cosmetology by mailing it to Cosmo Attestation at dca.njoag.gov for the license to be processed. The attestation can be mailed in. It will take up to 8 weeks to receive your final license. If all the requirements are met, like number one, the registered EPL of the salon must sign the paperwork. And please be patient. Also, send in an email copy of your attestation to the school, student services, so they can put a copy in their file. All other licensing requirements, including restorations, will remain the same. This procedure of the attestation is only in place due to COVID that we suffered through the past 3-4 years. And it can change at any time, but right now we're still following the attestation. Right now we are in February 2024 when I'm recording this. So if there's any updates, I will come back and change the slides. Done. Boom. You did it. You went through the recording. Thank you. I appreciate you. God bless you. May you pass your exam. I will follow up with Education Weekly. So please support, subscribe, and share with a friend my site and my knowledge. And again, God bless and I appreciate you. Thank you.